Manifesto of Truth. I remember an ancient parable that I have known since childhood. When a young king had just ascended the throne, he wanted to become the greatest ruler in history. He summoned wise men, but their answers seemed dull to him. So he decided to ask the one who knew all the secrets of power. He summoned the devil. The devil appeared not in fire and darkness, but in the guise of a well-groomed gardener. He led the king out onto a balcony, pointed to an endless field of flowers, and said, "Look, do you see these flowers? Do you see those among them that have grown just a little taller, a little brighter than all the rest? They reach for the sun more than the others. They stand out more. They are more beautiful." Remember the main law of power. The moment you see someone who rises above the crowd, who becomes taller, better, brighter, more visible, you must cut him down at the root at once. Destroy anyone who dares to be above average. Do not let others look up to him. Level everyone, and then you will become the greatest ruler. The king followed this advice. And ever since then, for thousands of years, many rulers and kings have lived by this law. Herod followed this law when, frightened by rumors of the birth of the King of the Jews, he ordered all the infants in Bethlehem to be killed. He feared that someone might outshine his greatness, and he even tried to destroy the Son of God in the cradle. Pilate followed this law when he washed his hands and handed Jesus over to be crucified, because the crowd cried, "Crucify him!" And the crowd always cries out against the one who stands too high. And so it has always been. Socrates was forced to drink poison because he made the Athenians think and doubt their gods and their laws. Giordano Bruno was burned at the stake because he saw the infinity of the universe and was not afraid to say it aloud. Galileo was forced to recant so that the greatness of those who stood above him would not be shaken. It would seem, what is so terrible in the fact that the earth revolves around the sun and not the other way around? But this could have led people to doubt the infallibility of the clergy, destroy their authority, and thereby undermine the entire system of influence and information control. For the slavery of the crowd rests precisely on blind faith in authority. In India, there was Mahatma Gandhi, a small, thin man with a great heart. He had no army, no weapons, but he carried light. People followed him as though he were a living flame in the darkness. And what did the system do? They imprisoned him dozens of times, in South Africa and in India. Years behind bars, hunger strikes, loneliness. But even in prison, his light did not go out. The British Empire feared not his strength, but his inner light. The fact that he taught nonviolence, love for one's enemy, and that truth is stronger than weapons. They tried to cut him down like a flower, yet he still grew higher, and India gained its freedom. And in the end, Gandhi was killed. Such was the gratitude for all the good he had done for his people. A little later, Osho appeared in this world. He spoke of love, of freedom, of the fact that God is within the human being. He became too visible, stepped beyond the bounds of the familiar. His radiance proved so bright that it aroused hatred in those who were used to living in the shadows. He was expelled from the United States, hounded, lied about, and branded a sex guru. The most sensationalist newspapers in the world printed crude slander about him, and even after his death, those lies continue to live on. Many people still repeat that Osho is only about sex and orgies, yet those who were truly close to him saw something entirely different. Light, silence, and unconditional love. Propaganda did its work. The flower was splashed with mud so that people would stop noticing its beauty. It is enough to open his books to see that sex is mentioned there very little. While love is spoken of immeasurably more, but the mass media often distort meaning. Turn everything upside down, for one purpose only, through lies and slander, to blacken the one who carries light, to turn people away from him, and to leave them in ignorance. For those who do not know the truth are easier to control and easier to turn into an obedient crowd. Today, the media often become the very shears of the devilish gardener, cutting down the most beautiful flowers so that no one will lead people toward light and truth. When the Bolsheviks came to power, they understood this law better than many. They did not simply kill, they destroyed the entire upper layer. The nobility, the generals, the intelligentsia, the priests, the shamans, everyone who could lead people, everyone who could open their eyes to the truth. They cut down the flowers across the whole field, leaving only gray, manageable grass, bloody and cruel. But based on the same principle, no one must stand out. No one must rise above the rest. So it has been in every age. Prophets were stoned. Mystics were declared heretics. Poets were sent into exile. Musicians were banned. Such is the nature of the devil's power. It cannot tolerate heights. It needs a flat plain. It does not need giants of the spirit. It needs a faceless, obedient herd. I knew this parable from childhood, and I always understood I would be one of those flowers they try to cut down. They would try to level me, blacken me, break me, destroy me, so that no one would see the light in me. But many years ago, I made a decision. I will not surrender. Never. I will never stop reaching toward God, reaching toward the sun, reaching toward the light. And I want to say to all those who are reading this now, I will be with you. With all those who feel within themselves the strength to reach for what is pure and true. I will help with my poems, my music, my books, and my heart. I will nourish that striving for the light within you so that it does not go out, so that no one can level you, cut you down, make you gray and convenient for the sake of their false, petty, and evil greatness. Let the devil teach rulers to cut down flowers. I will teach people to bloom, even in the desert, even in prison, even under the shears, because true greatness lies not in cutting others down, but in helping them to bloom. And if even one flower remains above the grass, then the devil has lost, and the light has won. For all flowers were created by God, and those who are not afraid to bloom serve God.